channel. If you've been here before, then welcome back. If you have not been here before, then hey, I'm Kayla, nice to meet you. You should like this video and subscribe, and you should tell your friends because we're just cool over here. Most of y'all know that I am a new grad nurse. I'm a new grad RN. I just finished nursing school in May, and I don't know about y'all, but these videos were helpful for me as far as like figuring out what I needed for school or just things that could make school easier. So we're just gonna jump right into the video, and also stay tuned for a giveaway at the end of the video. Let's jump right in. So first things first, nursing school is hectic and you have to stay organized or it's just not gonna work. If you fall behind, it is very hard to catch back up. So the first thing that I thought was an essential for nursing school, a planner. Get you a planner. I chose this one specifically because it was cute. Not only that, but it is an 18-month calendar. It started July 2019 and it's in, I think, yeah, and it's ending in December of 2020. It's just so colorful. It makes you want to sit down and plan out like your days and stuff. Okay, so here's one. It's actually the same as the front page. It says Stay Wild. This one was for January of this year, and you can see that it has like, you can put in the birth dates. Let's see, what does that one say? You got important dates down here. It has all the things written up here, and it has little lines where you can add in, like you can write down anything. It's got a place for the birthdays. It's just so cute, and it doesn't look very sturdy because only thing you have is these little discs right here holding onto it. But literally, I've had this planner since July of last year, and the only thing I've had come loose was like, it just popped up right here. That's literally the only thing that I've had happen, and I popped it right back on. It pops right back on. Also, it's by the Happy Planner, and you can go to their website and you can buy, if you don't like this cover right here, you can take it off and you can buy a cover to go on here. And they also sell like the stickers, the disc. You can even buy the disc, and you can take these off if you don't like these. You can get different colored discs. It's just so, it's fun. I got this one from Walmart. I think it was about $25 for like 18 months, which is not bad because that's a year and a half. So my second semester of nursing school, I had 3 classes. I had med-surg, leadership, and OB. And this is how I planned out my planner. Right here I have like my code, my color code here. So like this one right here, it says test 3, and it's written in blue. So it was for my leadership class, which is written in blue right here. All the red boxes that I highlighted were tests, final exams, or any kind of test that we had, quiz or anything. I had that highlighted, and I literally wrote everything down like in this book. OB was in pink, so you could see right here where I had clinical and HISI. OB was in pink, and med-surg I had in green. So it's very helpful to color code in your planner. This is my first video like this, so if it sucks, then I apologize. This is what the page for the month of September looks like. It says a pineapple a day keeps the worries away. Super cute. And this is my September page here. And I've already written out my work schedule, and I chose the color to highlight in green for my work schedule. I just highlighted here, and I put down all my days, or the nights that I'm working anyways, because I'm only doing a few days. But yeah, get you a planner, because let me tell you, sis, you gonna need it. My next thing that I would say is essential for nursing school is pens. Pens. Get you some pens. Color code everything. Color coding helps a lot. Not only pens, but highlighters. I love ink pens so much. My favorite ones for color coding are these, the Paper Mate Ink Joy, and they are gel and they're 0.7, but y'all, these pens write so good. They write so good, and I have like every color. I ain't gonna say every color, but I have like majority of the colors, and I've only had 2 that I've used to no 3, my black one I've used to death, and I only had these aren't just get you some pens, like colorful ink pens. You should always have a black pen. I don't care what you do, you should always have a black pen, especially if you're adult, because legal stuff has to be signed in black or blue ink. But this is my favorite pen. This is the one I keep in my pocket at work right now because it is very fine. It is I think it's 0.5, I don't know, but I think it is, but it's the fine tip. So this is very good for like filling out paperwork and stuff at work where you only have small lines to like write it in. It's also good for nursing school, and they do have these in colors. They have these in colors besides black and blue, so they're awesome. In 2020, these day and times, you cannot go through nursing school without a computer or an iPad, a tablet, something of that nature. You cannot make it through nursing school, because I know majority of nursing programs now are doing a lot of online stuff because of COVID. And I just want to say I applaud each and every one of you, not even nursing students, but college students in general, high school, elementary, whatever, because everybody is doing online right now, and I know it's stressful, it is tough, but just keep your head up, keep working, don't let it stress you to death. You got it, you're gonna make it, you're gonna do fine, you're gonna pass, you're gonna be great, you can do it. So just hang in there. I have a MacBook Air, and I use that through nursing school, and I also use my iPad. I don't even know what version this is, but it's good for looking at, I don't know if y'all have ever heard of Quizlet, but Quizlet is a great resource to go in there and like study definitions, study flashcards, nursing questions. Is awesome. And I used my tablet because it was very easy to look through the flashcards. This is the pen that I use. It's not the Apple pen. My sister-in-law actually bought it off Amazon, and it works great. It stays charged for a very long time. I've probably only charged it twice since I've had it, and I've had it for like 2 years now maybe. It has a stylus on the end down here, and then it has the other end that you can use the pen in to use to write with. My tablet was also great for UWorld when I was studying for NCLEX, because it was literally answer a question and go to the next question, answer a question, and then go to the next question. So it was very helpful. I didn't have to take my laptop with me everywhere I went. One of my classmates, she went through nursing school, the whole program, with a tablet, and she just got the attachable keyboard that you can attach to it, and she is a nurse today. So if you can do it with just a tablet, you go for it. But me, somebody like me, I needed a computer. So next, you cannot go through nursing school without a stethoscope. You have to have a stethoscope. If you don't have a stethoscope, how are you going to do an accurate assessment on your patient if you can't listen to their lungs or their heart or their belly? How you gonna make it? You're not gonna make it. But this is the one that I have. I bought this one before when I was in nursing school. I was working in the emergency room as a paramedic, and I had a Littman. I just can't remember exactly which one it was, but it wasn't a double bill, or it didn't have a bill and a diaphragm. It just had the bottom one here, but it worked great too. But this one, I love it. It is the Littman Classic 3, and I have the rainbow bill, the rainbow I don't even know, the lining in here. I don't know what you would call it, but anyway, it's rainbow. It's really cute. And I have the black on black up here. I just thought it was really chic. And I just bought this stethoscope tag off of Etsy, and it just has my name on it. So if my stethoscope gets lost, someone can return it. But yeah, this one is great. A trick when using the stethoscope, a lot of people say they have a tough time hearing, and I think it was my paramedic instructor that taught me this. When you put the little bulbs in your ear, instead of holding it straight down like this, pull it forward like this, or if you're listening to someone, just have your head down and pull it forward like up in here, and it's like the holes, it fits in better, and these are facing the ear canal, inside the ear canal, like the little holes where you can hear, they're facing more into the ear canal, and it makes it a little bit easier to hear. Like, it helped me out tremendously. When he told me that and I started using it, I was like, oh my gosh, like, that is a miracle. So, and another thing that I didn't know when I bought this stethoscope, if it has the bell and a diaphragm on it, you can turn your cord, and it's like it turns one side on and one side off, if that makes sense. So I have it turned a certain way now, and this side is on, and then if I turn it the other way, the other side is on. One day I thought my stethoscope was tore up, y'all. I did not know stethoscopes done that, and a nurse showed me that from work. Fun fact. Next thing that also kind of goes along with the stethoscope is a pen light. Well, it doesn't go along, but you need to have this for nursing school because you need to assess pupils. Pupil reactions can tell you a lot about your patient and the size of their pupils. And this one, I just ordered it off of Amazon. I will try to link it below if I still have like the if I can still find it in my order list on Amazon. So I will link that below for you. It comes in a pack of 2. One is like an LED kind of is an LED setting, and the other one is it's more subtle, and you just click it in at the top. It has a little handle here. It's great. It also shows you the size of the pupils. I don't know if you can see it, but it shows you the pupil sizes that you could go by on there, and that's very helpful too. So it's a very sturdy light. Focus. So I would recommend that one. You could get them in different colors. I would probably say this is part of your uniform, and an ink pen. Lord, an ink pen. You gotta have an ink pen. A nurse without an ink pen is not a nurse. Just saying. My next thing, another thing that's part of your uniform is a watch. Not specifically an expensive one. I just prefer the Apple Watch. I love it. Oh my god. I don't even know what series this is. Series 3. It's a Series 3. And I just got mine in black. It's actually the Nike one, so it's like for working out and stuff. But you know, you can also see like your text messages, and I do have the seconds. Well, yeah, I do have it where it counts in seconds, or you know, there is a face that you can put on here with a double hand, so you can count your respirations and your heart rate and everything if you need to. But yes, you have to have a watch in nursing school, and it doesn't have to be like I said, it doesn't have to be an expensive one. You just need one that counts seconds, whether it's digital or it's got a second hand on it. You just need one that counts seconds. The next few things I want to talk about are things that they're not essential for nursing school, but they can be helpful. I found them helpful while I was in nursing school, and I just want to share them with y'all because it might could help you out as well. The first thing is the good old Saunders book. If you have not heard about this, then are you really a nursing student? But this book, it does say it's for the NCLEX, to practice the NCLEX examination, but I found this helpful in nursing school as well. Now they have an 8th edition, but I do have the 7th one. It comes with a code on the inside, and don't try to use my code because I've already used it, it's not going to work. It does have a code on the inside that you scratch off, and you can actually go in and practice NCLEX questions. Some of them are in the book as well, and but there's a lot of them that's not in the book that comes with the access code. You can go in and set how you want to study, as far as like, do you want to study or do you want to take a practice test. It has a pre-test I think you can take if you want to. It's all up to you, whatever you want to do. You can do every how many questions you want to do. You can change it to whether it's prioritization, delegation, patient care. You can change those settings, like basic needs. You can change it to that. You can change it to OB, med-surg, and each like specialty, I guess you could say, like OB, you got med-surg, you got cardiology. You could go in each one, and like if you're doing the OB, you can click on whether you want to do postpartum questions or antepartum questions or newborn questions. Med-surg, you can pick whether you want to do cardiology, the integumentary, skin. You can choose whether you want to do gastrology, hematology. It has like a lot. You can do pediatrics. It's very helpful for you. But the book, the reason I say it's good for a nursing student to have the book, it breaks stuff down for you. Let's say, for instance, right here, it talks about burns, and it has like everything, the classifications of burns, the rule of nines. It has so much in this book, y'all, about burns. The patho of burns, it has so much in this book. It's very helpful. I would recommend this book for any nursing student. They also have this in NCLEX PN as well for practical nursing. I don't think it matters like if you get the 7th edition or the 8th edition, whichever one that you want to get, because this one has a lot of information in it, and the 8th one, it probably has it may have more questions. The 8th edition, it may have more questions added to it. I'm not sure, but this book is awesome. Get you one, sis. Get you one. Another resource that I found helpful, especially in clinicals, was a clipboard, and this is the one that I used while I was in clinical. I still have paper in here, but it has where you can put information in here. I taped my login to the computer of the hospital that I was doing clinicals at. I just taped it in there because I be forgetting. But on the back, it has all kind of resources to help you with EKG. It has conversions, shock, interpreting blood gas values, the normal blood gas values. It has the vital signs, blood product transfusions here. It also has some things in English and Spanish if you have a patient that does not speak English but they speak Spanish. It has some things down here. It has your normal lab values here, so this was very helpful. Pupil sizes again down here. This one is very helpful when we had downtime at clinical, like when everything was caught up with our patient. I would bring like my study guides from class and put them in here, or my notes from class and put them in here, and we studied while we were at clinical. So this one was very, very awesome for clinic. I would probably prefer this one at clinical, just because you can have extra paperwork in here and you can study at clinical. But the one that I purchased for work, I purchased the smaller one for work, and it has just about the same thing going as far as lab values and everything, and conversions. The flat pain scale up here, like for kids with the faces. It's got injection sites. It has IV sizes down here. So this one is a little more smaller, and it just opens up into a clipboard like this. And I know some students that was in my nursing program, they used this one as well, because I mean, you can clip your notes on here in your study guide. I just found the other one a little bit more helpful in nursing school, simply because I could have my paper up here of my patient for clinical, like my report or whatever for my patient, and I could have my notes like on the inside if I needed them. So very helpful, very handy in clinical. Again, not an essential, but it's very helpful. Some other things that I bought for nursing school, y'all, I know it's tough being a nursing student, working less hours. I bought these off of Amazon. This one is the Farm Flash. All it is flashcards. It's got like each individual section in here. It's got gastro, endo, urology, immune system, musculoskeletal, central nervous system, cardiovascular, respiratory, sensory, and then it has an index in the back. But it is flashcard on different drugs. I just put this one out of gastro up here, and it has like all kind of information on here about specific drugs. This is just one, the calcium drugs. The calcium salt, this is just one card. This is calcium salts for the GI tract. and it has the indications, the actions, the therapeutic, the adverse reactions. It has the dosaging at the bottom, and this was good to have because it was like a flashcard that was already made for you and you didn't have to make a flashcard. It doesn't say exactly how many drugs it has in here, but look at it, y'all. Look at it. Look at the cards. Just look at them. Like, there's a ton of cards in here, and I bought this off Amazon, and I also bought the Patho Flash to go with it. It's the same exact thing except it's pathophysiology. We'll do one that's in the Euro section, like urinary tract infection, and it has the same exact thing on the back, the pathophysiology. The assessment, how you would assess for a urinary tract infection, and this also has like the clue findings, and it's just so cool. It's already it's a flashcard that's already made. Like, we don't have to make a flashcard. I got both of these off of Amazon. I'll link those below so it's easy to find. Next, I have the Davis Drug Guide. This one was recommended by our nursing program to get, and look how thick this thing is, y'all. There's so much information in this book, but this was recommended by our nursing program, our nursing faculty, to have for our program. But I have this one as well, and it is so much more smaller, so much more compact. This is the one that I got pretty much just to have for work now, but I should have bought it a long time ago, like when I was in school, because look how much smaller it is, but it still has so much information in it. It doesn't have as much as this one, but it has a lot of information in it. It has over 4,100 different drugs. It's pretty. If you can't find it on here, I mean, you can always look on the computer when you're in clinical. Before you give the drug, you can always use the computer to look up the drug if it's not in the book. It fits in your pocket perfectly, and again, it has a lot of information in here. Very good to have. Another thing I have is a dry erase board. This was so helpful when we were practicing drug calculations, and not only that, it's very helpful for memorization as far as, like, instead of wasting paper, if you're the type of learner that has to write down information to remember it, when you're writing repetitive things, lab values or anything, this is something good to have, and you can find them very cheap from Walmart, probably Dollar General, Family Dollar. I'm pretty sure they might have something like this in there, but if not, they're really not expensive, and it's really small. Like, you don't need anything big, but it's really small, and it was very good to help with drug calculations, because you could figure it out on here and then erase it and then try to do it again on the board, and it just saves you a lot of paper, saves a lot of money. If you're like me and you have to repeat stuff to learn it, to get it down pat. It's still dirty if you can't tell. I would definitely probably invest in one of these. It did help me in nursing school. A few more things that I would recommend you to use would be YouTube. If you are like me and you can't sit down and read the book, like read chapter after chapter after chapter, I could not do that because I would not retain anything. But I watched videos on YouTube. I watched Nurse Sarah. I will link their pages down below because they are so helpful, y'all. Nurse Sarah, Simple Nursing, and Khan Academy to help with like pathophysiology. I also used Crash Course. Check out those YouTube videos. Another website that I used, nurseslabs.com. Care plans. When you're having to write care plans and you're completely lost on what you're supposed to be doing or how to write that specific care plan, go to Nurses Labs. You can search for just about anything and the care plan will come up for that specific diagnosis. So if you was to type in pancreatitis, it would bring you up a care plan for pancreatitis. If you have to write care plans, it's there. It's amazing for that. Pinterest. A lot of people sleep on Pinterest. Pinterest is not for just food. It's not just for decorating. There is a lot of nursing cheat sheets on Pinterest. And y'all, they are so helpful. That's about everything that I pretty much used in nursing school that helped me, and I hope it helps you. Let's jump right into the giveaway. The first thing that I told y'all that you needed to have for nursing school was a planner. So I am giving away this planner. This one was only 12 months because the Walmart that I went to, I think they only had like 1/18 month, and it wasn't a cute cover. So, but this one says create your own sunshine. The little discs are mint green, and it's pretty much the same layout as mine. I'm not gonna flip through and show you too many other pages because, oh my god, it's so cute. I didn't even look at it. See, I'm ready to buy another planner, and I don't even need one until January. But it's about the same layout as the other planner. I forgot to mention in the other book, it does have the weekly planner as well. Let me just show you mine, where you can plan like for the week. It does have that. That's another thing that I like this planner for, because it helped me like stay on task. Yep, so you got a planner. Whoever the lucky winner is going to be, you got a planner. I had to do it. My Paper Mate Ink Joy gel pens. I just got the ones black, blue, green, and red because you can still color code with these. I threw in some highlighters, some handy dandy Sharpie highlighters. You'll get a mini stapler. How cute. Staple your notes. Threw in a pack of index cards because index cards are life in nursing school. I have one of these that I bought while I was in nursing school. I didn't really use it, but it's a little key ring, and it has this one's taped together. They're like mini flashcards, I guess you could say, but they don't have any lines on them. They're just blank cards. But I think you can find them really useful. Like, this would be cool for lab values or something in nursing school, because you could put the lab value, instead of wasting an entire index card, you could do the lab value on here and use it as a flashcard. So, idea. I threw in some Post-its. One thing that I used Post-its for, I found them useful. If you have a study guide or something that's already typed up and you wanted to add something to it, you could stick this on the study guide and then add whatever your little note was onto the sticky note. Another thing I used them for, I would put them in my planner. Like, we were given and this is actually still in my planner from last semester, well, not last semester, from my fall semester of 2019. But this was, I have it in my planner here that I used for like my simulation days that I would have to go on campus and do Sims lab. And I also have my labor and delivery clinical day, my OB clinical day on there. So they're helpful for little things like that. Or also you can use them for bookmarks in your book. If you want to, if you have a quiz on a certain chapter in your book, you can write down the quiz on here, the quiz date, and what the quiz is going to be about, and stick it right there in your book. And of course, I had to get the bright colored ones. And last thing I got was some tabs. I have these in my textbook. They're pretty awesome. I put them in my textbook, and I took them out my textbook before I sold them. And they come out really easy. They didn't tear the page. They didn't tear the paper off the page. So this brand right here was actually really great. And you can also, I used like a Sharpie marker, and I would write on the tabs too. So these are really great. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it's helpful for you. Again, I know we're in trying times as far as like COVID for all the students, not just college, but high school, elementary school, middle school. Everybody is like struggling, and I'm praying for you. I hope you pass, and I hope you do great things. Keep your head up, stay motivated. You just hang in there. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below telling me what your major is, or your degree, or what you're going to school for. And it doesn't even have to be a degree. It could be a certificate or a diploma like LPN, or you could be going to school for EMT. I don't care what you're going to school for, just let me know. I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment to enter the giveaway. And I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.